Let's get right into it. Number 8. The nap attack mystery. Ever feel like crashing into your desk at 2 p.m. even if you slept all night? Or maybe you wake up at 3 a.m. wide awake, staring at the ceiling like, now what? Don't worry, you're not broken. Your brain is just doing what it was made to do thousands of years ago. Long ago, humans didn't sleep all at once like we try to today. They slept in chunks. A few hours at night, wake up, then go back to sleep. During that awake time, they'd check for danger, grab a snack, or make more little humans. It's called biphasic sleep, and it helped people survive. They also took naps during the day, especially when it was hot. I mean, who wants to hunt in 100-degree heat? That's how you go from being the hunter to the lunch. But today, we've got alarms, 9 a.m. meetings, noisy neighbors, and glowing phones. Napping? Your boss calls that lazy, but your brain still remembers the old days. So when you're dozing off after lunch, that's just your inner caveman saying, time for our survival nap. And when you pop awake at 3 a.m., that's your ancient brain thinking, shouldn't we be checking for wolves? Your brain's not weird, it's just really old school. Number 7. The follow the crowd instinct. You're walking down the street and see a bunch of people looking up at the sky. So what do? You look up too, like, what's going on? You don't know if it's a bird, Superman, or just a bug, but you're looking anyway. That's your herd brain kicking in. It's your brain saying, if everyone else is doing it, maybe I should too, or something bad might happen. A long time ago, this was super helpful. If your whole tribe suddenly started running, you didn't ask why, you just ran, because the person who stopped to ask questions, yeah, they probably got eaten. Back then, following the group kept you safe, fed, and not eaten by a giant cat. Your brain even rewards you with happy chemicals, dopamine, for fitting in. It's like your brain saying, nice, you stayed alive today. But now, that same brain makes you do silly stuff, like buying weird things just because the internet says it's cool, or trying dangerous trends because everyone else is doing them. Your caveman brain can't tell the difference between follow the group to water and follow TikTok for clout. It just wants you to fit in, even when it makes no sense at all. Number 6. The gotta pay you back feeling. Someone holds the door open for you, and suddenly you feel like you owe them your whole life. Or maybe a coworker brings you coffee, and now you're thinking, do I have to buy them a donut? A car? My soul? You're not being weird. It's your ancient brain freaking out. A long time ago, helping each other meant survival. If someone shared their mammoth meat with you today, you had to share your berries with them tomorrow. If you didn't share, the tribe wouldn't help you. And if no one helped you, you'd freeze or starve. So now your brain makes you feel itchy inside if someone helps you. You have to return the favor. It's how humans stayed alive. But guess what? Advertisers know this. That's why someone at a store gives you a free sample of cheese, and suddenly you feel like you have to buy a giant block. A car dealer offers you a free soda, and now you're test driving a car you don't even like. You're saying yes to random favors, buying stuff you don't want, and feeling guilty over a pen someone lent you. Your brain still thinks, if I don't give back, I'll be kicked out of the tribe, even when it's just a free sticker at a booth. It's not you. It's your caveman brain doing caveman math. Number 5. The scared of new stuff instinct. You walk into a dark room and your heart starts racing, or you see weird food and think, is that thing gonna bite me? Don't worry, you're not being silly. That's your ancient brain trying to keep you alive. Long ago, anything new could be dangerous. That noise in the bushes could be wind, or something with claws. The people who thought, hey, it's just wind, got eaten. The ones who ran, they survived, and passed their run first, ask later brain to you. Same with food. That strange berry might be yummy, or it might make you super sick. Our ancestors didn't have phones to check. They had to guess. Guess wrong. Game over. That's why your brain still freaks out over new stuff. It fills your body with stress and shouts, stick with what you know. That's why you order the same burger every time, or why you won't try that new game or app. Your brain thinks new equals danger. But now, new usually just means different, not deadly. Still, your caveman brain doesn't get that. To it, a strange dish at a Thai restaurant feels like a tiger in the jungle. So even if you're bored, your brain says, better safe than eaten. Number 4. The gotta be in control instinct. Ever feel super stressed when someone else is driving and you're pressing your invisible brake? Or your perfect day plan falls apart and you just want to scream into a pillow? That's not just you being picky. That's your caveman brain having a mini meltdown. Way back then, the people who took control, who built stronger shelters, saved extra food, and planned hunts, were the ones who stayed alive. The ones who just said, let's wing it, didn't make it. So your brain learned that control on survival. And every time you're in control, your brain gives you a little happy reward. That's why humans invented stuff. We didn't fear fire. We tamed it. We didn't just chase animals. We planted crops. But now your brain freaks out over little stuff too. A traffic jam feels like danger. A late meeting feels like disaster. Someone loads the dishwasher wrong? Panic. Your brain still thinks not being in control appons serious danger. So you try to control everything. Weather, people's opinions, even which way the toilet paper rolls. It doesn't know the difference between we'll freeze if we mess this up and my slideshow show won't load, so you overthink, micromanage, and stress, all because your brain still thinks it's trying to survive the ice age. Number 3. The fear of losing instinct. Imagine you find $100 on the sidewalk. Yay! That's awesome! But now imagine you lose $100 from your wallet. Ouch! Suddenly you're mad at the world, replaying it in your head for days. You're not being dramatic. That's your ancient brain going full panic mode. Long ago, losing something was a big deal, a life or death deal. If someone lost their only spear, no more hunting. If they lost their food stash, hello, hunger. Not finding extra food was sad, but losing what you already had, that was dangerous. So your brain evolved to hate losing. A lot. In fact, losses feel twice as bad as gains feel good. It's like nature yelling, "Don't lose the stuff that keeps you alive." This helped early humans make smart choices. They didn't gamble away their food hoping for more. But today, this instinct makes you act silly. You won't sell a bad stock because it feels like failure. You keep that weird sweater because tossing it feels like losing. You stay in a boring job because losing money sounds scarier than trying something better. Your brain still thinks every loss equals danger. It can't tell the difference between losing dinner equals death and losing $10 equals meh. So now you hoard, avoid risks, and stay stuck. All because your caveman brain really, really hates losing. Number 2. The status-obsessed brain. You see someone with a cooler car and suddenly feel like you're not good enough. Or you scroll through Instagram and wonder, why does everyone's life look so perfect except mine? That's your caveman brain flipping out again. A long time ago, status wasn't about fancy clothes or shiny stuff. It was about survival. High status meant you got the best food, better chances at finding a partner, and people actually listened to you. Low status, you ate last, no one helped you, and your ideas were ignored. Even if you said, maybe don't poke that bear, your brain loves high status. It gives you feel-good chemicals when you rise and stress when you drop. That's why your ancestors worked hard. Hunting, making tools, telling stories, anything to be useful to the group. It helped the whole tribe succeed. But now, that same brain freaks out over silly things. Someone gets more likes than you? Your brain thinks they just took your food. A coworker gets promoted. Your brain says, oh, you're in trouble. A neighbor builds a pool. And suddenly it feels like your team isn't good enough. You spend money you don't have to impress people you don't even like. You post pictures that aren't even real. All because your brain still thinks status equals survival. It can't tell the difference between low status means no dinner and low status means no followers. So you chase approval like your life depends on it, because once it actually did. Number 1. The fairness freakout. Someone cuts in line and you suddenly want to karate kick them into another dimension. Or a coworker steals your idea and you spend the whole week daydreaming about sweet revenge. You are not being mean or dramatic. That is your brain flipping out because it hates unfairness. Back in the day, in a tiny tribe of about 30 people, fairness was not just nice. It was about staying alive. If one person hoarded food while others starved, the tribe got weaker. If someone never hunted but still ate, they were stealing from the hard workers. That kind of unfairness could destroy the whole group. So your brain evolved to go full rage mode when it sees something unfair. It fills you with anger to protect the tribe. Catching cheaters, punishing them, and making sure everyone got a fair share of the mammoth meat, that kept everyone alive. But now, that same instinct goes wild over tiny things. Someone grabs 2 free samples at the store, and your brain acts like they just robbed your family. A billionaire buys another yacht, and your brain screams, not fair. Your boss gives someone else credit for your work, and your brain treats it like a survival emergency. You stay mad for days, even over small stuff. You feel angry reading unfair news online. Why? Because your ancient brain still thinks unfairness means death. It cannot tell the difference between this will destroy the tribe and this is just annoying. So you rage, you obsess, and you cannot let it go. All because your brain still believes fairness is the only way to survive. That is it for today. More brain secrets coming soon. Subscribe so you do not miss the next one.